I used to wake up and be like, I do not want to do this. When I wake up for work now, I be ready. I start my car up so fast, I'm ready to go to work. That's why I know this is for me. And I'm like, and now it's like, I want to help show the outside world, the kids and stuff that like, I want to be the exposure they need to see so they can actually take that step. Right. Because the earlier you start, you're going to be way better off later down the line.
What's crazy too is like you will see all types of different ages in the trade. You know what I mean? Like I'm only 20 years old and you will see people still an apprentice, you know what I mean? Probably 30 or so, you 40. Know what I mean? Or 40, yeah.
Really? So someone that's apprentice first year is 42.
Literally, so it's like, don't feel like it's too late either. You know what I mean? You can always join the trades.
Hey, Petey, this is a big day for us.
Man? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
This is a big day.
Yes.
We got two young people from the Carpenters Union here from Evanston. Pretty excited about this.
Very excited.
You know, tell me just real quick, what's going on at the high school? What do we need to know about?
Oh my gosh, seniors last week.
Okay.
This week,
prom. Prom Saturday.
My sister's a senior actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so prom.
I don't even want to hear
this
about
Saturday,
prom.
Man.
Yeah, we got prom.
And it's her birthday too.
Oh no. That's a big party there, Davey
right
Pierre.
There. No,
oh my gosh.
I tell you.
That's pretty awesome.
Say again? Y'all barbecuing?
Nah, not barbecuing. She's gonna, have her own thing, have a little prom send off and stuff like that.
That's so sweet.
Did you get the invite? I didn't get the invite.
My kids going.
I'll invite you guys.
I mean, I don't know.
I didn't get invited.
They don't know how fun we are.
Hey, I'm gonna see if there's gonna be Puerto Rican rice, and then I got you guys.
Perfect. That's perfect.
No, for sure.
So Pete, we just finished up. Yeah. We had the iron pour over here the other night.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. We had 350 people here. Yeah.
That was incredible.
It was incredible. And then we had 125 students here on Monday for the Skilled Trades Expo. It was great.
That's
fantastic.
It was great.
So 40 different vendors. It was great. So we're doing our thing. We're still plugging along.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I gotta say, like, what a big week. I mean, like you do the iron pour, which is absolutely insane, right? Then you do the fair. And now we got the podcast.
Man, here we go.
This is the icing on the cake right here. This is it. Because that's a lot in a week, man.
I didn't even know I was doing a podcast this week. You know what I mean? Hey, it just popped up in the schedule. You know what I mean?
It popped up yesterday. Hey, can we do a podcast tomorrow? I said, yeah, sure.
No, for sure. Hey.
The expo though, when I was there at the expo, that made me really feel good inside though, seeing that. Because I didn't have that. When I was in high school, I didn't have that. And I don't think like trade collectors know how many lives they could possibly save just by doing what they do, because the trades can create so many pathways, opportunities for people to further their skill set and everything, and them being able to open up the doors and create these connections for them to do that. That's why I be trying to help make sure everybody takes full advantage of this, because it's hard.
Let's introduce you real quick. Who are you?
My name is Quintin Hamilton Jr. I work for Carpenter, out of Local 58. And I'm in the Carpenters Union. And right now I'm working on the Ryan Field project in Evanston, up at Northwestern.
Okay. How about you?
My name is Anthony Medina. I work at E&K Construction. And I basically work at the Drake building in Northwestern. And I'm in the Carpenters Union as well.
All right. So, what are you, Anthony? Where'd you grow up? How'd you end up in Evanston? How was the high school? How was you? You told me you went to Haven.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, basically, I grew.
You went to Haven for real?
Yeah, I did.
Well, how old you is?
I'm 20 now.
Oh,
yes, sir.
So I left. You came in.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
That whole way we got some Haven people.
Generation, yeah.
Wait, where you go to school? Middle school?
I didn't go here, but my wife went to Lincoln and ETHS, and my kids went Oakton Shoot ETHS.
Oh,
it's street cred with that. As soon as you say it,
street cred with that, man. You gained some cool points.
That's right there,
man. Oh my God,
North Star for life. For sure.
So Anthony, you went to Evanston High School. You graduated a couple of years ago,
Right.
And what were you doing after high school? What was going on for you?
So after high school, I didn't really have much going. You know, I had my businesses here and there, you know what I mean? I do junk removal and stuff like that. I was trying to get that off the ground. It was good here and there, but you know, I ended up finding my way into Trade Collective, and this basically gave me a whole new pathway to just give me a career, you know what I mean? Give me an actual career to where I'm going to be making six figures in the future and have a 401k and all types of things of that nature.
All kinds of things of that nature.
Yes, sir.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm only 20 years old.
And you talking about I love it.
Yes, sir.
I love it. Wow.
Wait till you get this guy on that. Wait till you get him talking about he's missed 4 years of life. Quintin, tell me your story real quick before we get into this.
Well, I've been in Evanston my whole life. My dad was in the plumbers union out of Local 130, and I was doing plumbing since I was little. I did it because he needed help, and he was trying to show me the skills and get me better with skills and stuff like that. And when it comes to working with my hands, I was never a good student out of any of my years in school, elementary school, middle school, high school. One year I had good with high school was my senior year, and I graduated in 2020. It was the most boringest year of my life. There's nothing to do. It was just bad. Gain, I got gained like 55. I was like 285.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey.
Wasn't doing nothing. So I started breeding dogs, stuff like that, trying to figure out what I like to do. I started barbecuing. I wanted to open up a food truck at one point in time. And it was just all BS. Just literally just trying to going through life the wrong way, looking at life and attacking things that I want to do in the wrong way. Instead of looking for something I like to do, I was looking for something that made me the most money. And if you go for something that makes you money and not what you like, you're going to hate your life. So that's when I had got connected doing some non-union carpentry work. Then I ended up figuring it out that I love carpentry. I love it. It's like the whole aspect, everything. I like it.
What do you like about it?
The problem solving, and I'm not dealing with shit.
What do you mean?
Like plumbers. I don't like that.
Literal.
He's talking brown water over here. He's like literally.
Okay.
All
right.
No gray water, none of that.
But I just love like knowing that I can walk into any space and I can see what I can create in it in my head. I can see what I can turn it into, what I can fix in it.
And how's your confidence level about that when you walk in a room and where's your learning right now? I'm
learning every day. Because when I first started working there, we got a Carpenter. I started working at Ryan Field. You know, you got to get through the grunt work of an apprentice. So I'm working with a lot of. So they throw you the installation.
Yep.
They throw you the installation for a second.
Hey, you're going to be itching all day, I tell you.
Yeah,
man.
Through the installation.
Yep.
Then I think after like 2-3 weeks, my lead guy, he pulled me to the side, started teaching me stuff here and there, showing me the basics of everything. And it's like everything he shows me, I make sure I'll make like a real note of it and keep it like a repetition in my head, even though I'm not hands-on doing it. I practice doing it in my head. So then eventually he'll just, all right, do this. And he'll come back, see how much I got done. And he'd be like good. Like, you know, they're not gonna give you no round of applause, but you can tell that you know you're doing the right thing. So
how do they tell you you're doing the right thing? How do you know
you're not insulating?
Okay,
yeah, that's a code.
That's the start, right?
Yeah, that's the construction code of you not fucking up.
Okay,
I can cuss.
I think you are.
I'm sorry.
I think you're okay.
I'm sorry.
You're just fine wherever
we got it. We got you. We're just we're good.
But yeah, so then I started. I got clicked up with a journeyman. He put me with a journeyman named Chilello. I think he was 34. 34 now. He started when he was 26. So he knows. So he told me, he was like, I'm not these other journeymen that just want you to be cutting all day, or you're just gonna be insulating, or you're just gonna be handing me studs. You're gonna actually learn. You're gonna actually do something. So we can get stuff done faster and you're going to learn since you're going to be my partner. So he was like, you do this side, I do that side, and that's how it is since from now on now.
Let's go back a little bit. So you got word that there was an event that the Carpenters Union was going to come here and recruit.
No, for sure.
Tell me, if you don't mind, Anthony, tell me, how did you find out about it? What were you thinking as you were entering here? What were you thinking before that? And then kind of like, what did that moment mean to you?
It was actually somebody within the community. His name's Gennaro.
Gennaro.
Big shout out to him.
Yeah, great.
Definitely.
With the city.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, so he actually put me forth with Hire 360, which put me forth with Trade Collective. Then I was in the interview process, and it was like about like 15 or so people. I really didn't even think I was gonna get the position or anything, you know what I mean? And I got the text back saying congratulations, you know what I mean? And I was definitely highly excited.
It was a text message?
Yeah.
You got a text message?
I think they called me as well too.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that. Yeah.
I'd save that text message. So that's pretty good.
Hey, the text message is good too. It had the whole confetti thing and everything.
Well, what was that room like when you were what was going on in that moment when you were being recruited and you were like competing against other people? What was that like?
I definitely felt like, it felt very competitive in a way, but in the same aspect though, like I also like come from construction as well. You know what I mean? My dad, he does tile, non-union, but he does tile and stuff like that. He basically showed me like how to do like drywall and how to do framing and stuff like that, because you have to do things like that to, you know what I mean, then put up the tile right after, and you know what I mean? Do things in that nature. So I just basically like said what I basically did in the past, and then I think that's what got me into, you know what I mean, the Trade Collective.
So what prepared you for it was your experiences.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
And a key part of that, of course, is they were not experiences at school.
Right.
Which we want to like do better.
Right.
But like I want to draw that distinction. Like your experience that prepared you for this was really like learning from your father, working like that, and then being able to come in with a level of confidence.
Yes, sir.
That's pretty,
definitely.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Definitely. Yeah, that's why, you know what I mean? Me and him were talking as well. Like we want to do, you know what I mean? A group where we're teaching people how to frame and drywall, you know what I mean? And we're actually getting people hands-on and showing them the ropes of what it is to be a carpenter, to see if they actually like doing it.
All right. You're stealing Q's thunder. But real quick on Gennaro.
No, but it was mainly his.
I know.
No, for sure.
But go back to Gennaro, because I think thanking the connections and it's really important in life. Does he know what you're doing right now, and have you connected with him? Does he know?
I have actually.
Yeah.
I've told him I appreciate him for putting me forth with this company, and then now getting me to where I want to be, and you know what I mean, and giving me the platform to get a 401k, get 6 figures in the future.
Yeah. All right. Q, tell me about your ramp up to being here. It happened pretty fast, I believe.
Yeah, it happened real fast, actually.
Okay.
I was leaving my girlfriend's house, and her mom called. She was like, yeah, Quinn, tomorrow at 10 a.m., you're going to the Trade Collective. They have having a Carpenters like little event or whatever, and the union guy gonna be there. And in my head, I'm like, dang, I gotta do some work tomorrow. And I was like, all right, forget it. So I did some work in the morning, came over, and I saw that there was people there. In my head, I was just like, I just hope I can get in. If I don't, it is what it is. I'm just gonna keep trying, because I already tried to get into a union, but it's not as easy as it seems. But coming to the Trade Collective made that burden of trying to get in so much easier. At first, I thought it was like, there's no way that I'm just gonna get into the union that fast. No way. But then I came here. Pat was talking, telling us about everything, telling us what he's about and everything.
And you were doing this. You were doing this, right?
Yeah.
When I was talking.
Yeah, I was
yakety, yakety, yak.
I'm like, yeah, this shit sound nice. I'm like, yeah, that shit sound good. So I'm like, but I'm listening though. I'm still listening. I'm like, I always listen. I'm listening to what he's saying. I'm like, okay. And then he showed one kid that he got to be like, he work at SNC.
Mm-hmm.
SNC Electric. And I was like, oh, okay. He actually give a fuck. So then Rob Piani is the guy that got us into the door. After they walked us to it, he got us into the door. And he was a union worker once upon a time. He's a good guy for sure. Everything he says he's about, he's definitely about, just like Pat. Everything they say that they're about for sure. And he's a real stern guy. A union guy, you know how they are. They real stern. But when I was in there and I went to get my interview, I was the last person. I was like, damn, because I came last. And I was like, damn, I gotta wait. But as I was waiting, I was seeing some of the kids that kind of looked lost. So me and Pat started talking, and we got kindled up, started talking. And he was like, talk to some of the kids. So I started talking to some of the kids, trying to give them some life and give them some inspiration, some guidance a little bit. But I kind of see that some of the kids, like nowadays, you can't really just tell a kid nothing. They're not going to believe what you say for real. You got to have some evidence behind it. But some of the kids will listen. Once I had my interview with Rob, and then he had called me, he was like, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure you get into the union. I'm not going to sound 100%, but I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that you get in. And he did that for sure. Week after, he got me in. I had a meeting with Carpenter, with the superintendent. He hired me on the spot. I ain't have to go back for another one. Then ever since then, it's just been learning and stacking, learning and saving.
Mm-hmm. I'm wondering what it's like to build a stadium in your town.
Yeah, what's that? How's that?
Awesome. It's awesome. Just to see, it's like a orchestra. Like it all comes together. Like, and you think it's just plumbers, you think it's just electricians and carpenters. There's another guy that got in through the trade club too named Brian. He's installing seats. You can install the tile. You can install lights. You can just do the the lights that all the way up in the sky.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're on those boom lifts all the way up in the sky. Like, I do not want to get on that. They all up in the air. You seen it?
Yeah.
They be on the boom lift at the top. Mm. All right, so they'll put the light up, like hoist it up, and then for them to put the light on, they have to hook onto the beam. They have to tile from the beam and get on top of the light and like screw it off that way.
What?
So you like on top of the light.
Yeah.
And it's shaking like.
Come on, see them shaking like. Come on.
But let's talk about safety. Let's talk about safety, because safety's
for sure. Safety's number one in the union.
So talk about OSHA and your training with OSHA.
It was OSHA. It was a class, as I say.
Okay.
You know, union workers, we don't really like classes, but it was a class. But I had a good teacher though. Name is Haney. Shout out to Mr. Haney. He's hilarious. Haney. Best OSHA teacher in the world. Mm. But it makes you realize a lot of stuff. Like when you start listening in class, and he showed us some of the stuff that can happen to you. And it's real gruesome, gory, nasty, all the stuff that can happen to you if you don't listen to your training.
No, for sure.
Yeah, you can die. You can lose limbs. In this great career you got, they'll take care of you if you get messed up, but you don't want that to happen though.
Right.
Did you realize it was that dangerous?
I didn't until I think it was like, he said like, not too, like I think it was like last year, somebody got electrocuted on the boom lift. And it was two guys. One of them got electrocuted and fried to death on the boom lift. Another one was just sitting right there watching them.
Oh man.
Yeah. So you got to take your safety real serious. And at the Ryan Field, they take it so serious.
No, for sure.
They're not playing. They'll kick you off.
And especially at the building that I'm at now. I don't know if you guys want to.
You doing the Kellogg building?
Well, yeah. So, a crazy accident ended up happening over there where somebody who was just about to actually retire ended up passing away because of safety reasons.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah, no, for sure. Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. You got to take it. They in the CSC, they do a real good job. people kind of be saying like they go overboard and like they doing too much, but they trying to make sure nobody die.
Right.
They trying to make sure you get home. So you sitting there not tying off. They're gonna come here. All right, go home. Right. 90 days.
Really?
Yep, 90 days.
I guess I got to do that, right?
Yeah, they got to.
Yeah.
Because for the longest
lesson after that, you know what I mean?
Since I got there, they've been preaching tie off, tie off, tie off, tie off. So there's no excuse at this point. You not tying off, you just being a jerk.
So you're going to a football game at Ryan Field. You're sitting in the stadium for the next 30 years.
Yeah,
and
right.
you know that building intimately. I mean, you're working over at Kellogg, right?
Right.
And so you're going to be driving by Sheridan Road, looking at your building. You're going to be going to football.
How insane that you guys are involved with that, because that's going to stay there for a really long time. And it's like,
that's why I be talking to myself about that. I be like when I die, like this thing still just gonna be up sitting there.
Oh, literally.
I wrote on the stud my name.
No, me too. Me too.
Wrote my name on one of the studs.
It's crazy because now, like, man, class clowns are really like, you know what I mean, working on $1 billion projects. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't think like, but you know what I mean? Like, literally, class clowns are working on $1 billion projects now.
You're a little more than class clowns, though. You're like class clowns that found something you love.
Hey, no, for sure.
Which I think,
definitely,
if you can find that, that's a game, set, match. It goes back to what you said earlier. Right? Where it's like, if you're just trying to make money, it's never going to work out.
Right.
But if you find something you love, money will come.
Like every day for work, when I wake up, like before I used to do this, I used to work at stores and stuff. And I used to work non-union. And when I used to do my own things here and there, I used to wake up and be like, I do not want to do this. When I wake up for work now, I be ready. I start my car up so fast, I'm ready to go to work. That's why I know this is for me. And I'm like, and now it's like, I want to help show the outside world, the kids and stuff, that like, I want to be the exposure they need to see so they can actually take that step.
Right.
Because the earlier you start, you're going to be way better off later down the line.
What do you think? How early? What
Seventh
kids?
grade.
7th grade.
No,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, seventh. All right.
7th grade, that's when their mind's starting to figure, like, they starting to see what they like and starting to, I want them to see someone installing a sink or someone putting in water lines or putting up a wall or even putting in electrical outlets before they see TikTok.
No, for sure.
That's the killer of the world right now. The kids, they need to see something different than.
We can cut that and put that on a TikTok reel.
Yeah.
Man, no, for sure.
Well, do you think that adds...
But no, I think they're right about that, though, right?
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it just sits there on a screen as opposed to like actually seeing to be able to interact with somebody doing that, right?
Right.
Huge difference.
Does that add to the class clown thing? I mean, 7th grade, if you don't know, tell me about the class clown. I think this is, you titled it,
So, I mean, I don't know. Well, back in high school, you know what I mean? I did, you know what I mean? Was, I guess, the class clown, as you could say, like, you know what I mean? I would just, I would not so much focus, basically. I would not so much focus because it wasn't really what I wanted to do, you know what I mean? I was like, how is this going to help me 5 years from now? You know, I'm not going to know what MX plus B, you know what I mean?
Wow.
You know what I mean?
You did it right there.
Yeah, like, I'm not going to know stuff like that 5 years from now, you know? But...
You got no math though.
You do, yeah.
No, for sure.
Let me hear about how the math translates.
Man,
please.
oh wow, no.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to pass that math test. You're gonna have to know your measurements. You're gonna have to know the tape measure. You're gonna have to know all sorts of things like that, because it's gonna show up in the future for sure. So definitely.
But once you get the math down though, like it starts coming to you like
quick
that.
math, right? Once you on the job site,
there's a lot of fractions.
Definitely.
So
fractions.
yeah.
So what are the things students struggle with? Is fractions.
Yeah.
Did you guys struggle with fractions when you were in school?
I struggled with everything.
Kind of, yeah. I was, yeah.
So what makes the fractions like converted like in your head now like almost automatic? Like what's that about? What is it?
My girlfriend mom is a math teacher, and she made it as like pizza. So I think of it like that.
Okay.
Okay.
And it just like that, not every time.
Do you want to shout out to your girlfriend's mom?
Hey, no, for real.
Because I believe your girlfriend's mom is the reason you're sitting here right now.
That might be
For
true.
sure,
That's true.
for sure. But I keep family things confidential.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But I will just say without her name,
we know you like pizza.
She is a teacher at Evanston High School.
She's a teacher at Evanston, and she's a great example of a black woman in America for sure. And if it wasn't for her knowing Pat and her even that day, she didn't even want to go to Pat's office, and it was just kind of she ended up just going there last minute, and he ended up telling her. Yeah, Pat, if there's any opportunities for anybody that could be 80 years old, he's going, oh, yeah, we got this coming up. He'll tell you. You about to die. He'll tell you.
Yep. Yeah, I know that. Trust me.
How'd you get on this podcast?
How'd you get out here? Yeah, I got a call 2 days before we started this whole thing, literally. Hey, man, you want to do a podcast? Sure, man. When? A couple days from now, we'll start.
Some of the best things in life.
I'm not the only one.
You know?
Right? For sure. It's opportunity, though. It's saying yes to things, right?
Definitely. And that's why I really like the trade collectives, the ideology of it is because it's to help get it, it's to get the exposure out to the kids, like the 250 kids you was talking about that don't know what they're going to do or do anything after high school, that don't go to college or anything. Those kids need to see something. They're not seeing anything. And that's why he's going to help us get into the high school and do some classes.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, you're talking to the right guy. Absolutely. Let's hook you up. Let's get the hook
what
up.
would be great is to get these kids who are in the Carpenters Union, really over and having a conversation.
Yeah, we can make it happen.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure. Yeah, 100%.
For sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
This is the guy, the man with the plan.
Well, he is.
We can do it though. I like it because to your point though, you got to see it. You got. I think the other thing that would be powerful with that, right? And we need to do this for a lot of different employment sectors, right? A lot of different union pieces and whatnot is the proximity you guys have to the high school kids. I mean, if you're like my age, that ain't gonna work. They don't want to hear it from me. But if they hear it from somebody who's doing it, who's younger, who can relate to like high school, the experience, not having a plan necessarily when you come out, or
for sure,
or having a plan that's directed in toward like something that's not passion versus directed toward passion and possibility. I think that's a key.
Yeah, for sure. Because after high school, I had zero direction. I didn't know what I was gonna do. Once COVID hit, that whole time, I just wasted my life. Like I promise you, I was wasting my life.
Can I ask you a question? Because you played football at the high school.
Yeah.
Right? And did you play a sport?
No, I did not. I was mainly focused upon, I had different businesses in high school.
Yeah, you were an entrepreneur.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right.
Yes, sir.
But this idea of this college, not college thing, right? Was there any shame on your part for not going to college? Did you feel any of that, or were you a little embarrassed, or I don't want to put words in your mouth, but what was that like for you guys? Or did you care?
I tried the college thing, you know what I mean? I actually went to Oakton for 2 classes. I just was like, man, I'm literally gonna be working for college, you know what I mean? I had to pay $3,000 for 2 classes, and I didn't get no tuition reimbursement or anything. So it's like, I'm gonna be basically just working my job for college, and I'm like, I either can do that or start a business, or, you know what I mean, find a career. And I chose to do both. Yes, sir.
Quintin?
Me, I wanted to go to college. I had I was supposed to go to college, but, made some mistakes in my life that diverted that drastically. It was a little bit of my dad, he was my coach when I was younger. I used to wrestle, stuff like that. So he had a plan, and it was paved out perfectly for me for just to do it, just do it. And it just wasn't for me. So I started wrestling, playing football. It just wasn't it. So then I'm not going to college. I'm not trying to go in debt. I know I'm gonna go in debt because I'm a fail. I knew I was. Especially during COVID time. We all could admit we had a little depression during COVID. We didn't do shit.
100%. I think that's across the board.
Yeah, it was
Is that where the weight came on?
Yeah. I'm gonna tell y'all my breakfast. I'm gonna tell y'all something. So in the morning, every day, this is how bad I was. I would eat a bowl of cinnamon toast crunch with 4 scoops of ice cream and milk.
Wow,
man, that's very healthy. Yeah,
you were feeling it. You're trying to eat your way. You're trying to fill something that wasn't able to fill at that point.
Yeah,
you were filling up. Yeah.
What are you eating for breakfast these days?
Probably some
nuts and bolts.
Nah, yeah. So some
are you taking care of yourself? Are you taking care of yourself now?
Oh yeah,
Man.
I ain't got no choice now. My girl be on me.
Okay,
Yeah, I gotta take it.
you're taking care of yourself
for sure.
Yeah. Well, you need energy.
No,
you
for
need
sure.
to show up and.
definitely.
You gotta be ready.
What's the day like for you guys? What are the days on the job like? Are you dead tired at the end of the day?
Man.
Nah,
No,
No, you got more in the
Some
tank.
days.
I could go 12 hours. Before I was 9U and I was doing like 14 hours
Okay,
with no overtime.
right.
No overtime. Think about that.
No,
You got
for
work
sure.
14 hours, no overtime.
wow,
It's okay though.
Yeah,
He still showed me the way.
yeah,
I still love him.
Who was it?
His name
showed you?
Anthony.
Yeah.
It was my girl neighbor.
Okay.
Not this Anthony, different Anthony.
Yeah.
I was feeling
Yeah.
special for a little minute. Man.
Not that guy.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so yeah, after work, one thing that hurt probably is my feet. I gotta get some better boots. That's all that is. But at work, I probably get around because my Apple Watch, it was like 8 miles a day. I walk.
Wow.
I'm walking.
Oh yeah, you definitely
to 8 miles a day.
8 miles a day is a lot.
Yeah.
I'm trying to wrap my head around that. So like
You're
that,
walking up and down stairs.
is it up and down,
day,
all very
you know
physical.
what I mean?
You gotta think about it. Just getting into work just getting onto the site and walking to where we gotta go take about like 10 minutes.
oh wow,
Oh yeah, dude.
oh yeah.
At the job site, I am at 15-minute
Then
walk.
when we park.
They be going through with scooters now.
Yeah.
People buy scooters and then
The electric ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm finna
Yep.
get one.
No, for real. That's a good investment.
Cause we
right
park,
there.
I probably park like 5 minutes away, 5-10 minutes away. You gotta walk 5-10 minutes just to get to the entrance. Then you gotta walk another 10 minutes just to get to where we do stretch and flex because they make us stretch every morning.
Right.
We get paid stretch time.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we have like the CSC has like a person that has like an instructor. We stretch. It's real helpful.
That's
No,
really
for
good.
Sure. Definitely.
Every site I ever work on now, I'm going to stretch before. It makes a difference.
That's huge. I have a
Definitely
question. You're talking about 10 minutes, 5 minutes. I imagine you guys were tardy in school from time to time, getting to classes.
yeah.
Was that an issue in school?
I was
Never on time.
No, I was never on time.
Okay.
Now I'm always on
I
time.
mean, yeah.
Okay, so to all those folks that say, man, these kids that are not on time at school, we're not preparing them for the real world. You know the types. You've
Yeah.
probably heard this before. I don't know if you
Right.
ever had a teacher finger wag like that or an administrator, a dean.
Yeah.
Oh, you need. What's the difference? You guys are on time every day now.
Hey.
What's the difference?
We like what we do.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to miss a step, and I don't want to disappoint nobody because the company I work for is held to highest standards. Everything we do.
No, for
Like-
sure. Now I won't lie though. You know what I mean? I have been I think I was 5 minutes late and they get on you.
He
though.
always late.
They get on
He's late everywhere.
they get on you.
They get on you.
Oh,
he's
here
late.
comes night shift.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
5 minutes late. Here comes night
Here
shift.
comes night shift, man.
Wow.
Nah, man.
Okay, so
They call you. Yeah. Yep. They gave him a
They
name.
say good afternoon.
Yeah.
It's still morning. You know?
Yeah.
So like, but that's like a whole like team thing and
Yeah.
camaraderie. It's a culture, right?
Yeah.
So like the culture is of excellence and the culture is like be on time. Like,
No, for sure.
you're feeling
Definitely.
it a different way when they're like, hey, night shift, what's going
Right,
on?
right.
That hits different.
Yeah.
Definitely, no, for sure.
Because one of the guys, Ivan, he took like a day or two off, like a few weeks at a time, like or whatever. And they call him Mr. Part-Time.
Mr. Park. Man.
And they say it in Spanish. I forgot what it is, but they be funny though.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. You'll pick up a lot of Spanish working there.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Sure. I know all my numbers in Spanish now.
I know all my
You got
numbers.
to. You got to yell it to them down there when they cutting.
Man.
You got to tell them.
Talk about the culture. Talk about the culture and what that's like.
I work at Carpenters. It's a more Hispanic company. We got like some white people there. It's a few black people there, but it's mostly Hispanic, and they all jokesters.
Oh, man.
During work though, there's not a single smile on their face. They're locked in. They're serious, and everything they do is like precise but fast as hell.
Right.
Like,
wow.
they're so precise, but it's very fast. So I thought I had good work ethic when I came there. So I'm like, I'm gonna be able to keep up now. No.
Definitely got to pick up at their pace.
They don't even like sometimes when we take breaks, they'll forget to take their break. Yeah, they'll forget. I ended up doing that a few times, forgetting to take my break.
Yeah.
Our 15 minutes, we get 15 minutes. We'll work through it and forget.
Nope.
In the zone?
Yeah,
Just like in that zone?
Once you're in your element, it's hard to get out of it.
Yeah.
Even but now that I've been doing a little more and stuff now, once it's break time, you ain't got to tell me twice now.
I'm dropping all my tools.
I take my pouch, take my belt off.
Sure.
You got to remind yourself it's break time.
No, yeah, you got to set a little Apple Watch reminder.
Oh yeah, that buzz. I make sure it go off.
Oh my goodness.
Let's talk about the kids again. And talking to kids. What would you say to a young? Let's start with seventh grader. Okay, I hear you there. Let's talk about a freshman in high school too. What would you say to a freshman in high school? This year we spoke to 900 freshmen and talked about skilled trades, okay? What would you say to, let's go with a freshman. What would you say to a freshman in high school right now with clarity?
Freshman in high school, first I'll ask Ollie, where do you see yourself after high school? What do you see yourself doing? First, majority are going to say, I'm going to go to college or I'm going to be an entrepreneur. That's everybody's favorite thing. They say you're going to be an entrepreneur. What you going to do entrepreneur? What you going to try? Sell some t-shirts? What? You on a restaurant? You not know how hard it is on a restaurant? That's harder than construction. It's like, then I'll tell them, when you do work in the trades, you get a skill that can never be taken away from you, ever. So even if you get laid off, you can still make money. But if you sit behind the desk all day, you get laid off. What you gonna do? You gonna type somebody email for them? Can't. That's not gonna benefit you in the long run. And if you ever try to buy a house, you get cheaper labor too.
No, for sure.
Right. Yeah.
Could build your own house.
But to talk to the kids nowadays is kind of, you gotta be a little more stern with them. I feel like we got a little bit too soft nowadays. Like my dad, he was always stern with me, and I started seeing that the kids are kind of real sensitive. They take everything wrong and they think everybody's out to attack them. They got this victimized mindset when a lot of people are really out there to try to help them and give them the most exposure and knowledge that they can possible. But I think that, like, to reach the kids nowadays, it had to be more hands-on. Yeah. I feel like talking and slideshows aren't the answer anymore. The attention span is at 0 now because of TikTok. And I always say is TikTok, Instagram, they ruin these kids' brains. Their brains are fried. So all they know how to do is robotic stuff like stare at a board, teacher's doing a lesson, copy it down, and chat GPT the answers later.
Yeah.
The whole system is
all
bad.
Broke. It's broke.
It's broke now. The internet did that.
Yeah.
It's
ruined attention spans.
Yeah, it did. There's no determination, there's no drive, and there's no goals that are actually like real goals. It's more of a, I'm just gonna say this to make it because it sound cool. You know?
I want to say this to the kids. You guys are available to talk.
No, for sure.
Right? That's kind of the culture that we're trying to build here at the Trade Collective is getting people who are doing something that you love and willing to share it with other people.
Okay. For sure.
Maybe even with parents who are a little nervous about this idea, right? So parents might be nervous.
And what's crazy too is like you will see all types of different ages in the trade. You know what I mean? Like I'm only 20 years old and you will see people still an apprentice, you know what I mean? Probably 30 or so, you 40. Know what I mean? Or 40. Yeah.
Really? Someone that's apprentice first year is 42.
Literally. So it's like, don't feel like it's too late either. You know what I mean? You can always join the trades.
Yeah. That's a huge message because I never actually thought that.
But don't start too late though.
No, for sure. I mean, for sure. Yeah. Hey, join in while it's good. You know what I mean?
Let's go ahead.
If you like working with your hands, if you do this all day and tap and just move all day, that means you need to work with your hands.
Right.
You got too much energy that's not being outputted in the right spaces.
Pete,
You're
you
not-
know, yeah,
Go ahead.
Pete, you know, I like talking about money.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, because we got to talk about it.
We have to.
You were telling me earlier offline here that you missed 4 years. You wish you'd started this when you were 20. But go ahead, talk about money, please, because you could preach us.
When he's my age, he gonna have his house before he get my age for sure. Probably gonna get his house next year because that 4 years. That's
Hope so.
I
hope so.
That's probably like $60,000
Man.
in raises. You lose like just me not starting at 20. I lost like $60,000. Now I gotta wait to get it another 4 years. I'm gonna be a journeyman when I'm 30. That's still good and young for sure. It's still good and young. And the pay, yeah, it's real good
For sure.
And I'm with a company that has work, so I have a lot of strong work hours, so I can actually put in my time. And the benefits you get are great. We even got chiropractors.
Wow.
We get a chiropractor, you get a chiropractor.
Nice.
But can we get it a little detail on the money? We don't have to get specific.
All right, so your first year, you make around, the base is 40,000, but you're gonna make 50. You should make around 50 with overtime. And if they like you, you're gonna make 50. The second year,
is that more than you've ever made?
yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
And then your second year, you go up, you get like a $6 or $7 pay raise every year. You gotta get like, I forgot how many hours, I think it's like 1,000 hours or something. And then your third year, that's when you get another, you making like 35 or something. At your third year, like 35, I think it's 38. It's 38, third year, fourth year, you're getting 45 an hour. Then journeyman, yeah, they getting that good money. They getting that good money. Then there's lead carpenters, then there's foremen, general foremen, superintendents, goes all the way up.
So the whole pathway is laid out there.
Yeah,
for
the
you.
pathway is
For
laid
sure.
out for you. And it's you just gotta go at it. Every day is something different. I don't like doing the same thing every day. It might be the same job, but it's a different build.
Mm-hmm.
I had framed the decks for the hydro pools in Northwestern. The hot and cold therapy pools. I framed that for them. And we're almost done. We gotta finish the decks, but sometimes you'll be in the middle of a project, you gotta stop because now the plumbers gotta go do their part and then the electricians gotta do their part.
Wait, on Ryan Field, you're framing what?
The hydrotherapy.
For the football players.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. I mean, that's really cool.
Yeah,
like
it
you're
is.
connected to the whole football program.
Yeah, I just like, what was it, yesterday? Yesterday I framed the mother's room. The mother's room, you know what that is?
No.
The mother's room is where they have a room now where the mom and their baby, she can feed the baby in there.
Okay.
I think that's actually a good idea.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Wow.
Yeah. I introduced a concept to Pat Ryan Jr. about I've been working on disability stuff most of my life, and there's a lot of adults that wear diapers. Adults with disabilities that wear diapers. There's no changing place for adults. You know, the koala changing things that you pull off the wall. Those don't work. So a lot of times families have to change people on the floor, which is just not dignified or good.
Right.
And there's this whole thing, and the Ryan family accepted it. And so there's going to be, I think on every level, there's going to be a changing station for adults with disabilities that need changing.
Wow, that's really nice.
That's really good.
They've really
For
thought
sure.
about a lot of detail there. So
For sure.
how about you? Talk about money.
Man, what about money exactly?
Well, you were an entrepreneur,
Right.
and now
Yes,
you've got
sir.
a steady thing. But let's talk about. It's not as steady right now for
Yeah.
you. Tell us
Yeah.
about what's going on with you. And this is something that kids, or we should all just talk about. So you're
Right.
you're on the bench right now.
Yeah, I'm on
Why?
the bench right now.
Why?
As of right now, it's things going on at the building that I was working at. You know what I mean? They obviously gotta take more safety precaution at that building. So I guess they're not having as much guys needed at that exact location. So right now I'm just laid off as of right now. But
And when work resumes, you'll go back on.
Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
Is that that's your early? This is your first time ever being laid off,
right? Yeah,
so you're trying to figure that out.
Yeah,
are you doing okay?
Yeah. I'm figuring it out as I go. You know what I mean? I'm going with the unemployment process right now, and then I'm just gonna see where it goes from there, and then I just keep on reaching out. That's all I could.
Do you feel secure being as an apprentice? That you're going to be okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. I know it's just the first year. I know, you know what I mean? I'm going to have to go through that at first, and then maybe down the line, I won't be getting as much laid off, you know what I mean?
Start going to the union meetings.
More work. Yeah.
They every Tuesday, the second week of the month. Go to those.
What happens?
My steward, he told me to start going to them. I haven't been to one yet, but I'm going to the one next week. He was like, start showing your face at them, because a lot of the superintendents and a lot of the foremen for the companies and stuff like that are there, and make connections. So if you ever laid off, call somebody, because you can work for more than one company at once.
That's something I want to say to the freshmen. The trades is about relationships with people. Is that true?
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's not even about relationships all the time, though, because even just being in the brotherhood, they always going to look out for you.
Okay.
You got to hustle, though. They're not giving you nothing for free. You got to show you one. You got to take initiative, and they'll help you.
For sure.
Being in the trades, you feel real prideful about getting your check. The way you earn it is like, you feel a different type of way about it when you get it. It's like, this took a lot of time. It make you not even want to spend it.
Yeah.
It's like, you feel really good about it, because it's like, the money that you got doesn't even explain what you really did for the future.
Right.
Like, that structure is going to be there for 100 years probably.
Yeah.
Right.
Just to be a part of the future, it just another type of feeling that I don't think a lot of people understand, but you get into the trades, you'll get to feel that. And
knowing your girlfriend's mom, she's not going to let you spend all that money.
yeah.
She's going to make you save it.
Oh yeah, she's smart.
She's really smart.
Yeah.
We got to wrap up, guys, but let's, any closing thoughts that when you were coming on today, you were thinking about, or Pete, you got any last questions you want to?
I was just like, this idea of being in the future, building something that's fairly permanent, right? You're talking about things that are going to last 50, 100 years.
Right. Yeah.
Most jobs don't build things or do things that are going to be around in 5 years or 2 years.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting to me to be involved in a trade where like you can point to something and be like, I was a part of that. And also the sense of pride as it goes up.
Yeah.
No, for sure. It's history.
It's kind of
definitely history.
Landmarks.
It's kind of cool, right? We had a guy in here who was talking about, my goal was to build a stadium, build a skyscraper, build an airport. And but he had done an airport, he'd done a couple stadiums, and he was like, I still haven't done the skyscraper. But the fact that like,
right?
Is that attractive to you guys? Like to knock those out?
That's he sounds just like me. That's exactly how I think.
Yep.
But I also want the kids to like understand that, you know, don't waste time scrolling of death, the scroll of death, and BSing. If you feel like you want to get into the trades, you feel like you like working with your hands, give it a shot before you go to college. You can always go to college.
Right.
They'll take your money whenever they want to.
That's true.
They will always take your money. So if you think you want to get into the trades, try that first before going to college. And if you end up sticking with it, and you 18 years old, and then you end up 22 years old as a fourth year, you gonna be making more money than your parents.
Man.
And they ain't gonna be able to say nothing to you. And you're gonna have a skill set that you can pass on to your children, everything. My grandfather was a mechanic. My dad was a plumber. And I didn't even think I was gonna be a carpenter at all.
No, for sure.
I thought I wanted to do sports medicine. I thought I wanted to do all type of stuff. I thought I wanted to sell dogs. I thought I wanted to sell food. I'm not trying to tell nobody to rush or anything, but make sure everything that you do makes sense before you just go out and do anything, especially when it comes to spending money.
Is your family proud of you?
Yeah, they are. They proud. First time I heard them being proud. My dad he's not real emotional, and he is third man. So he tell me he proud. It's like, okay, I don't care what nobody else say now. I'm finna stick with this now because my dad proud and I love it. Best feeling ever. For sure.
Oh, for sure.
So I gotta get your contact information then so we can get up with the school because I wanna start talking to the kids. And I don't want to just walk in there because I know they're going to escort me out.
They're gonna be your bag?
Yeah, I'll give you my badge. I'll give you my badge.
Right, you'll be like, he's back. Yeah, I'll give you all that. We can get you up there.
Okay,
we'll get you up there for sure.
Anthony, any closing thoughts?
Being in the Carpenters Union, it can't get taken over. You know what I mean? It can't get taken over by AI, what everything is getting taken over by right now. You know what I mean? It's always going to be there. Like, it's a skill that you're always going to know how to do. You're always going to, you know what I mean, need it in the future. When you're building a house in the for your own self, you know what I mean? Now you can build your own walls because you know the knowledge to do so now. You know what I mean? It's always going to be there. So I say just put forth and just do it. Like, literally put forth and don't make any excuses and just do it.
Quintin, any last words?
No, but I will say for all the kids that's going through hard times and they don't know how to deal with it. As a person who has been through hard times themselves, I done did it all the fake YNs out there that think that they can just be in the streets their whole life, and there's no retirement plan to the streets. The retirement
401k.
There's no retirement plan to the streets. The retirement plan to the streets is Cook County, Division 9, and the graveyard down the block. That's the retirement plan for that. So we need to stop sitting around picking up guns and being violent and letting our emotions run our whole life and pick up a hard hat. And if you come through the trade collective and let them guide you, I guarantee you in the next 4 years, you're going to see a whole different person and your life is going to feel better. You're going to have a certain type of pride about saying your name or saying your last name is going to mean a lot to you and your family. And your mom going to be proud, your parents going to be proud, everybody's going to be proud of you. But everybody got to just start taking the leaps away from the internet. I'm going to say it again. No TikTok. Get off TikTok. I don't even got that stuff no more. Got none of that. But that's all I got to say. I'll leave it to y'all.
Well, I'm proud of you guys. It's really, really nice hearing you guys. Yeah. To hear where you're at right now and what you've got going for yourself and for your future, it's just, it's really, 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 really heartwarming. And
we couldn't have done it without you guys,
I want to say a special thanks again to Mayor Biss, who got in touch with Rob Piani and really pushed for this, and the Ryan family for making the stadium happen and then pushing a whole workforce development thought process in our town. So there's just, I'm grateful for the whole connection and then to see the fruit of what comes from this and to hear you guys is just,
I'll be at awe sometimes still thinking about, like, if the trade collective never would have been made, I wouldn't even be here at all. I wouldn't be here. I'll probably still be figuring out what I'm trying to do with the side work or trying to figure out where I'm going to get a job at. But now, since I actually went through the trade collective process, it opened the door for me. I ain't looked back since. But I am looking back to come back to help y'all, though. I got to get y'all lives together.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
For sure.
Pete?
So I have one thing. I just want to thank Pat and the Trade Collective because, Pat's over there thanking everybody else. But, Patrick, thank you. And thanks to the Trade Collective because you guys really picked up where we weren't. We couldn't do it at the high school. And you guys have proven that not only can you do it, you can make a real difference. And I can sit here and talk to two young men who feel very good about themselves, who take pride in their last name.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's big to hear. I mean, that's deep, deep, deep love. That's deep, deep affirmation. So thank you, Patrick. And thanks everybody at Trade Collective for making this a possibility, a reality for these guys and others too.
We got one parting gift, but we only got one parting gift between two people. The Heckie's barbecue sauce. Are you guys going to figure this out? Hey, who's getting it?
We're gonna split it down the middle.
Uh-oh.
He know he not walking out with that.
Let me just tell you that Hecky would love this conversation, you guys. Yeah. Hecky would be so proud of you too. That man was all about what this conversation was today. He is smiling up above right now.
God bless.
Enjoy your barbecue sauce.
Hey,
sure.
we'll be back. I'm gonna need a cup of that
every
barbecue
year.
sauce now.
I'll be back every year till I'm a journeyman.
Beautiful.
Right.
I tell you, for real.
You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much.